They say some things are better left unsaid. Well, not with Sorento's driver talk in-car intercom. Now the driver can talk directly to the third-row passengers. May no drive-through auto be mistaken again. Do you want fries with that?
Yeah.
Every swatch of pristine Napa leather mused, the stitching surgically sutured. Cradled in elegance, illuminated by the gentle glow of adjustable ambient lighting. Until you flick it into mud mode and the low-slung torque is aggressively distributed to all four wheels. And things get, well, dirty.
Yeah.
The rugged country. Over 7.5 million kilometres of terrain to play in. The Sorento has a mode for every square one of them. Rain, hail, or snow. We wanted to go to the snow. So snow.
Yeah.
No wallflowers here. A real alpha. With sleek, sharp lines and 20-inch alloy wheels suffused with dark chrome. Finely crafted to turn heads. Except when you're changing lanes. Sorento's class-leading blind spot view monitor live streams your blind spots right in front of you. Whilst others will turn heads, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Turning across oncoming traffic remains one of the most dangerous manoeuvres in day-to-day driving. Kia's Junction AEB uses a radar sensor located at the front of the vehicle and a camera mounted inside the windscreen to monitor the road ahead and detect and react to a potential collision if you are going to carry out a right-hand turn across the path of an approaching vehicle. The system will operate when your vehicle's speed is between 10 to 30 kilometres an hour and the oncoming vehicle speed is between 30 and 70 kilometres an hour. Initially, the forward collision warning message will appear on the cluster, an audible alert will sound and the steering wheel will vibrate. If the driver does not react, collision warning will then change to emergency braking to advise the driver that the car is about to apply the brakes to bring the vehicle to a stop. If the vehicle is stopped due to emergency braking, the drive carefully warning message will appear on the cluster and brake control will end after approximately 2 seconds, allowing you to safely complete your turn. Kia's lane following assist increases driving safety by ensuring that your vehicle travels in the centre of the marked lane at all times. The system uses a front view camera to monitor the vehicle's position on the road, but rather than reacting as the vehicle starts to depart the lane, it will provide steering input to maintain the vehicle in the middle of the lane. As a result, it will operate from very low speeds. In the absence of clear lane markings, if the camera has detected a vehicle ahead, lane following assist will align your position based on that detected vehicle. When active, the steering wheel icon will illuminate on the cluster in green. Kia lane monitoring systems are a driver safety aid, not an autopilot. And as such, if you remove your hands from the steering wheel, the car will give you both an audible and graphic warning. If you ignore this warning, the safety system will deactivate. Kia's Lane Keep Assist increases driving safety, helping drivers avoid drifting out of their lanes unintentionally. Working in tandem with lane departure warning, the system uses a front view camera to monitor and maintain the vehicle position. It relies on clearly designated road markings and activates once the vehicle reaches a minimum speed of 60 kilometres per hour. Once active, the symbol in the LCD will change from white to green. To alert the driver that the vehicle is departing from the projected lane in front, the green indicator light will blink on the cluster and the Lane Keep Assist system will apply corrective steering to stop the vehicle from leaving the lane. If the symbol reverts to white, it is warning that it has lost the required parameters such as clear lane markings or the speed has dropped below 60 kilometres per hour. Kia lane monitoring systems are a driver safety aid, not an autopilot, and as such, If you remove your hands from the steering wheel for several seconds, the car will give you both an audible and graphic warning. If you ignore this warning, the safety system ideal for reversing out of a parking spot when vision is obstructed. Kia's rear cross traffic alert warns about other vehicles passing behind when the driver is reversing. The system uses the rear radar sensors to warn of approaching vehicles. If a vehicle is detected, the warning icon on the outside rear view mirror will blink, an alert will appear on the instrument cluster, an audible warning will sound, and the steering wheel will vibrate. The system operates in reverse gear up to 8 km an hour and is able to detect cross-traffic approaching at speeds above 5 km an hour and at distances from just half a metre up to 25 metres. Ideal for reversing out of a parking spot when vision is obstructed. Kia's Rear Cross Traffic Collision Avoidance Assist works to prevent a collision with other vehicles. Designed to help exit tight parking spots, the system uses the rear radar sensors to warn of approaching vehicles. If a vehicle is detected, the warning icon on the outside rear view mirror will blink and an alert will appear on the instrument cluster. At the same time, an audible warning will sound and the steering wheel will vibrate. The system operates below 8 km per hour when the vehicle is in reverse gear and the approaching vehicle is within 1.5 metres from the left or right, travelling at a speed of greater than 5 km per hour. If the car's sensors detect a vehicle with potential impact, emergency braking will be engaged and the drive carefully warning message will appear on the cluster. The auto braking function will release after approximately 2 seconds. Rear Cross Traffic Collision Avoidance Assist. With land space at a premium, sometimes garages and parking spots can be smaller than standard. Now, with Kia's Remote Smart Park, vehicles can manoeuvre into and out of tight spaces without the driver having to be sitting inside the vehicle. As the name suggests, Remote Start allows you to start the car from outside by first pressing the lock button on the smart key from a distance of up to 10 metres away, and then pressing and holding the Remote Start button for over 2 seconds. Additionally, Remote Smart Park allows you to park and retrieve the vehicle while still outside. To remove your car from a tight parking spot, standing 3 to 4 metres away for safety, you can use the forward or reverse button on the key fob to move your car. Once the car is pulled out of the spot, you can stop the car simply by removing your finger from the button and enter the car to complete leaving the parking spot. To park the car, simply pull up in front of the spot you wish to park in, put the transmission in park, and press the remote parking button. The infotainment screen will alert you that the system is active and you can leave the vehicle. For both your own safety and so you'll be fully observant whilst you park, standing 3 to 4 metres from the car, use the forward or reverse button on the smart key to park the car. If the car radar or camera senses a person, animal or object, the car will stop and remote parking will be paused until the obstacle is cleared. Use the Remote Start button to turn off the car after exiting. Remote Start. As our motorways and highways get busier and traffic speeds vary, it becomes more difficult and requires greater concentration to maintain safe travelling distances. Expanding traditional cruise control a step further, Kia's Advanced Smart Cruise Control uses an innovative camera and radar-based system designed to assist drivers by automatically adapting the vehicle speed to traffic flow. To activate, simply press the cruise control button on the steering wheel. The system will set to the current speed on the instrument cluster, and the vehicle will continue to travel at this pace without the need to apply the accelerator. If you wish to adjust the speed, simply move the thumb wheel up or down. When a slower moving vehicle is detected ahead, your Kia will decelerate to maintain the selected distance and then accelerate once the obstruction is cleared. If the vehicle ahead of you stops, your vehicle will also stop. If the vehicle ahead moves within 3 seconds, your vehicle will restart automatically. However, if the vehicle in front of you stops for more than 3 seconds, you must reactivate the system by accelerating or moving the thumb wheel to resume driving at the preset speed and distance. The system has 4 speed-dependent preset following distances and defaults to the last setting. The driver can reduce the following distance by pressing the distance-to-distance change button on the steering wheel. Each press reduces the setting by 1 bar. At 90 kilometres an hour, the distance is reduced from approximate measurements of 52 metres at 4 bars, 40 metres at 3 bars, 32 metres at 2 bars, and 25 metres at 1 bar. Remember, if you choose to reduce the distance to 1 bar, you are potentially not allowing time to react if visibility is limited. These systems are a driver aid and do not replace the judgment offered by being fully observant of the surroundings, traffic and road conditions. Vehicles have blind spots that can be a potential hazard. Even with careful use of the mirrors, you may not see a vehicle travelling close to you. Operating from 20 kilometres an hour, the Blind Spot Collision Avoidance Assist system combines the front view camera to detect lane markings and rear corner radars to compute the relative position and speed of other vehicles that may be in your blind spot. When a vehicle is detected, the warning icons on your side mirror will illuminate. If the driver indicates to change lanes in the same direction, the icon will start to flash and a rapid beeping warning will sound, ensuring the driver is aware of the danger. If the driver fails to respond and begins to enter the path of the approaching car and is travelling above 60 kilometres an hour, the system will engage the opposing corner brake to stop your vehicle leaving its lane, therefore avoiding a potential high-speed accident. In addition, this system will also help to avoid a slow-speed collision when driving forward out of a parking space by applying the brakes. In this scenario, the system is operational when your vehicle speed is below 3 kilometres an hour and the approaching vehicle speed is above 5 kilometres an hour. Blind spot collision avoidance. Vehicles have blind spots that can be a potential hazard. Even with careful use of the mirrors, you may not see a vehicle travelling close to you. Kia's blind spot detection system uses the rear corner radar sensors to scan for vehicles approaching the driver's blind spots. It will operate providing the vehicle's speed is above 20 kilometres an hour and the speed of the other vehicle is above 10 kilometres an hour. If the vehicle enters either blind spot, the warning icon on your side mirror will illuminate. If the driver indicates to change lanes in the same direction, the icon will start to flash and a rapid beeping warning will sound, alerting a collision is imminent if the lane change continues. When the indicator is turned off or the object is no longer in your blind spot, the warning will cancel and the system will return to detection state. Kia's lane departure warning increases driving safety, helping drivers avoid drifting out of their lanes unintentionally. The system uses a front view camera to monitor the vehicle position. It relies on clearly defined road markings and activates once the vehicle reaches a minimum speed of 60 kilometres an hour. Once active, the symbol in the LCD will change from white to green. If you're about to leave or stray out of your lane, it will notify you through an audible warning and by flashing the corresponding lane marker icon on your instrument cluster display. If you indicate before changing lanes, the system recognises the lane change is intentional and disables the warnings. If the symbol reverts to white, it is warning that the system has lost the required parameters, such as clear lane marking quality, or the speed has dropped below 60 kilometres an hour and is no longer active. Lane departure. A road is a complex environment with vehicles and people moving in unexpected ways. Many accidents are caused by late braking or braking with insufficient force. Kia's Autonomous Emergency Braking, or AEB, uses a radar sensor located at the front of the vehicle and a camera mounted inside the windscreen to monitor the road ahead to detect and react to a potential collision with a vehicle, pedestrian or cyclist. By combining the radar sensor and camera, the system can identify objects, distance and closing speed. When a concern is detected, it will warn the driver through the forward collision warning message on the instrument cluster. An audible buzzer will sound and the steering wheel will vibrate. If the driver does not react, collision warning will then change to emergency braking to advise the driver that the car is about to apply the brakes to bring the vehicle to an emergency stop. AEB will avoid or minimise a potential impact, subject to the size, location and speed of the object in danger and the speed at which your vehicle is travelling. The system operates when your vehicle's speed is between 10 to 75 kilometres an hour for cars and between 10 and 65 kilometres an hour for pedestrians and cyclists. When the vehicle is stopped due to emergency braking, the Drive Carefully warning message will appear on the cluster and brake control will end approximately 2 seconds after being stopped. Autonomous emergency. Kia's safe exit system prevents accidents that can occur if the car's rear doors are opened as other vehicles or cyclists are approaching from behind. When your vehicle is travelling below 3 kilometres per hour, the system uses the sensors located under the tail lights, and if a danger is detected, the car will sound an audible alert and a warning message will be displayed on the instrument cluster. Additionally, Safe Exit Assist takes it one step further and combines with the electronic child lock to automatically lock the passenger doors so exit is not possible. If the car has detected a potential hazard, even if the driver pushes the unlock button, the system will not allow the doors to open until the hazard is cleared. A warning message will be displayed on the instrument cluster, reminding the driver to check the surroundings prior to attempting to reopen the doors or move the vehicle. Safe Exit Warning and Safe Exit Assist. Part of Many Kia models have sensors that check your blind spots. However, the new Blind Spot View monitor takes it a step further, helping drivers keep their eyes on the road. Activating when the turn signal is on, the cameras mounted on the external mirrors provide a live feed of the left or right blind spot area on the instrument cluster, ensuring you are fully aware of your surroundings without needing to look over your shoulder or take your eyes off the road. But don't be concerned. The information usually displayed when the monitor is on is clearly and cleverly displayed on the instrument cluster or heads-up display. Blind Spot View Monitor, part of Kia's active safety technology.